Welcome back, Minutemen. We are back on Football Coach College Dynasty, trying to turn the University of Massachusetts into a powerhouse, and it is a struggle. We only have Massachusetts men on our roster that we can recruit, but we have finally, since the last episode, we have got ourselves another win, and so we have met the athletic director's goal of 2 wins. We were able to defeat Youngstown State 17-6 after what should have been a victory against Akron, but we missed a 30-yard field goal as time expired when I thought we had that thing done. So what should be 3-2 is now 2-3, and our hopes now turn to, can we reach a bowl game to expand our recruiting base? The back half of the schedule is not going to be easy as we do, but that's what we're going to see if we can get to today or not. And so let's jump in with this game against Ball State. But before we do, we have some commitments to see if we are able to bring these guys in. So we start with Peter Hensley, a B- 2-star, 67 overall, B- potential guy. What a 2-star athlete here from Lawrence, Massachusetts. Zone coverage, no less. And we're able to win that battle. Welcome aboard, Peter. And then William Erickson, a B- 57 overall. We got him. Offensive line, you can always use those linemen. The potential's good. D- 58 overall, 1-star. Probably not going to be doing much for us. Eric Taylor. Hey, look at that. It's our namesake. Maybe it's our junior. And then Cruz Donaldson, again, not really something that we're going to be super excited about, but again, we have roster spots and we still have ourselves some walk-ons spots that we're going to have as well, because there's no way we are going to get all of these guys. But that's 4 commitments that we're able to lock down. So let's see who else we are, where we are. We're going to get this one and this one. And then we look like we're in good shape with our 100,000 NIL deal to take this cornerback, who is one we definitely want to get. We are in the lead here, but we just had our visit. He hasn't gone to the other schools yet, but they've offered him money. We haven't offered him any money. So we're going to hold off on that and see if we can bring him along. We've got a lead here on this 4-star Joel LeBlanc, which is shocking and extremely big on NIL. We haven't given him anything yet, so we might just go ahead and throw $100,000 in just to try to expand that lead a little, or see what that does. We can always add more, but Villanova's the other one in it, and it's not like they're a powerhouse. Here we're catching up with Ronald Askew. That's good news. Justice Gray is one that may commit soon, so this is one we're going to have to keep an eye on. When it comes to visits, he's coming to us this week, so we need to perform well. And he's 0-5 Boston College, so Boston College is really struggling, and we are picking up ground on them every single time. And then we've got our other guys who we are behind on, looking to maybe try to catch up on some of this. Is one we could maybe catch up on. So we're going to put that there. Maybe we can may commit soon. We got those going. We have our kicker back there, Chase Matthews. He's the one. He's not the one we really are hoping for. This is the one we're trying to get. But they're still not going for him. So I'm still seeing, can we do something? And we could always throw a bunch of money. It'd be real easy to do that. He's so good. We're $2,200 behind. We could throw $400,000 at him and probably bring him in. We'll keep that in mind. And this other kicker, how much would he cost to bring in? Oh, much cheaper. Maybe we do that. We'll keep an eye on them whenever they start to narrow their schools down after those visits, see how much we have to put into them. So that's where we're at, and we are going to jump in. One thing though, Jordan Farmer is out. His replacement, the young Douglas Burden, has been struggling in his 2 games, but he does have a victory under his belt, so that's good for us. And then we're fighting as a team. So let's see if we can do that against Ball State. That's going to be the next step. They're 3-2. They're not much more talented than us. They are a pretty balanced team. So one thing I have been doing is trying to stop downfield passing. It's had a little bit more success, at least preventing the big plays. They're good against the run. So we are going to do quick passing ourselves, try to get that bonus locked in for our young quarterback to try to improve. And here we go, going up against Ball State. They're only 5-point favorites. And we have the advantage in the defense rushing game and pass protection. So our defensive line could make a difference. Matchup history, we lost to them 41-34 previously. So let's see if we can change that and get this thing going and pick up a third win. We are at home. Not much of an advantage, though. Doesn't really matter because our fan base is horrible. But what have we given them to be excited about? Okay, 1st and 10. Well, we did practice the pass. Let's see if that does anything. And he does. Douglas Burton starting off with Ryder Hammond, 11 yards. And then we got a little too excited, and he goes nowhere. Okay, Sean Guy, got 3 yards, 3rd and 7. And there we go. Hammond picks up 10 yards. Now we can get it on the ground again. Losing 2 for Sean Guy. So that's disappointing. We are going to try a power read. Picked up 2, Christopher Weiss. And now we incomplete, have to punt. They return the ball pretty well, too. So they're on their own 40. Let's see what our defense has in store. 3rd and 1. Ooh. Don't stop them. They get an 8-yard run on it. Incomplete pass. 12-yard rush. 1-yard run. 1-yard run. Here we go. This is going to be the one where they rip our hearts out. Try the buzz drop. Hey, we actually... Oh, they're going for it. What are they going to do on 4th down? Let's try the cover 2 drop. 14-yard pass. 9-yard pass, and there they go. Touchdown. That's probably going to be what we're going to have. That's so infuriating. They went for it on 4th and 8 and got it. And then, oh, okay, Hammond picks up 24 yards for us again. There we go, 15 yards. Fullback dive gets -1. Slot drive does nothing for us as well. Let's try the curl flats. There we go. Roman Reddick picks up 11. Weiss picks up 5, then 4. Then we get nothing. Rodrigo Shaw. We do get the field goal. We had to get on the board. The defense hasn't been horrible. 3 yards, 4-yard pass, 9 yards. They're just picking us apart until it decided to run right over us. Solomon King, 37 yards. I made the mistake of doing the engage 8. That's on me. I didn't catch it. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 3. We're getting nowhere. Punting it again. What are they doing? Pistol wing. Let's switch out of that. Let's try the cover 1. There we go. We got a little something going. 3rd and 8. And I'm at a loss. 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. Oh, 3rd and 10. And we finally get a stop. See if we can play action pass. Gets us 11 yards to Christian Knight. Weiss picks up 4. And then we get a whole lot of nothing going on. Let's try the stretch play. 3rd and 6. We caught him off guard. Sean Guy, 11 yards. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 7. Again, we just can't get enough going until Jesus West, 13 yards. Well done, young man. Inside zone play, picks up 3. We're going to try a draw now. Picks up 1. Slants over the middle, get us nowhere. They're calling 4th and 6. Coach wants to go for it. I agree, but we're going to try to catch him again with a stretch play. Only gets 3 of the 6 yards, but we weren't going to get a field goal. We weren't going to push him back much. They were up, so not horrible. 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6. We are going to mix things up a little bit, and we're going to try a blitz. Failed miserably as they torched us down the middle, 43-yard pass. Interception. Mitchell Bender gets it. So that was a cover 3 buzz press out of the nickel. Let's keep that one in mind. Maybe that will come in handy. 55 seconds left in the half. And we've got 7 yards on that one, trying to get the ball. 11 seconds left. Oh, we're getting closer. 10 yards. We're going to try a deep shot rather than the other one. And we get nothing. 40-yard, 3-yard pass. Runs out of bounds to stop the clock. But it wasn't enough. 43 yards on that last one. Man, that one worked. Unfortunately, we're down 14-3 at the half. Defense has settled in a little bit as I say that as they're about to run down the field on us probably. We're not going to blitz that much. Let's try the buzz press again. 3rd and 5. Not that. Fourth and 5, and we hold them to a field goal, minor victory. It's not going to matter if we can't get the ball down the field. There we go. Jalen Gomez, 32 yards. Weiss picks up 7. Now Guy gets through, gets us the first down. Play action, nothing. Strong flood, nothing. It is 4th and 10 on the 32. We're going to have to punt the ball. I say we run it. See what happens, and we lost a yard. 3rd and 10. Got it right back. That's good news. We've got to get the ball down the field. We're getting nothing, so then we have to punt it. Just as I was about to compliment our defensive coordinator, he just lets everything go. 3rd and 1, we get nothing. And there they go. Okay, well, this game's not looking like it's going to be what we were hoping for. This was one of those games that we could maybe try to pick up. We have some recruits coming, and we're just going to look miserable in the process. So let's go ahead and end that game. There's no reason to finish that. 31-3, miserable game. I think it's going to have to be, even with the improvements there, so he's still barely over 50%. We're going to have to do the offensive game plan to support the rushing game, because I don't think anything's going to help Mr. Burden there other than time. And we're going to get Farmer back in one more week, I think in week 8. So we're just going to have to bide our time and try to run the ball better, because if we can't run the ball better, it's not going to matter anyways. And we have a new injury to a wide receiver, so why would we not just do it? He's our 3rd wide receiver too. He's only out for a week. Get him to inactive. We're going to actually put Dexter Chow above Ryder Hammond to get him a few more snaps. Keep Hammond as the 4th option. Again, we're trying to think long-term here. Farmer's going to come back. We won at least 2 games. That was our goal, so he should hopefully be happy. We're going up against Miami of University, who's not too terribly better. When we look at our recruits, nothing new on this one. We did just have some people visit, though. So this guy, we're 700 points ahead. Hopefully that stays. Barely got the lead here. Did he just go to... Okay, he just had his visit to Villanova. That's good news. We might be able to hold off on him. Falling behind on this one. And doing okay on some of these others, but these are the ones we really need. He may commit soon. Wide receiver. How far down are we? We are 400 down. He's about to get his next visit, though. Week 13 down the road. We'd have to give $500,000. I don't know that that's going to be worth it with his visit still to be determined. Here's one we could do, 700 points down. Rather spend it on this guy. Get that B-plus offensive lineman here. The safety is another one. We got to wait till those other guys' visits go through. This is another one, 1,100 points down, but that's not going to do anything. And we still got our kicker we're keeping an eye on. All right. Okay, he's not going to get it. Let's swap those. Go after this kicker. I don't know the other kicker is going to be any... He's plus 453. We're gaining ground. We'll keep an eye on him. Here's a may commit soon as well, but we are 2,500 points behind. Nothing's going to do that. We don't have the money for that. Okay, let's set our practice focus against Miami University. We are looking at, they are a pass heavy. I think the limiting the downfield passings are our best option, but this time we are going to focus on rushing and see if we can break through. They're pass heavy, so doing the downfield would be very good for us. This is 9.5 point underdogs. They're rated a lot better at everything and get 75. This is horrible. We've got to get our recruiting expanded and our facilities up. If we don't, we're going to be in trouble. All right, let's see if we can set the tone. And we're going to try to set the tone by chewing the clock right off the bat, hoping for some points on the board. 2nd and 5. There we go. Hammond picks up 7. 4th spot for him is solid. So we're going to keep him there. Actually, we're not doing that. Smash play picks up 3 for Shanghai. Then he breaks through for 7. 3 yards on that one. They are starting to bring up people in the box, it looked like, on that last one with that massive blitz. So let's try play action. Interception, Douglas Burden. Intercepted. Story of our season. Mess after mess after mess. There they go, 6 yards. 2nd and 4. There they pick up 15 on the run. Oh, we made them lose 2, but then there they go. 7-yard pass on the screen. And what I was hoping was going to be a promising start ends up being miserable. There he picks up 20 to Gomez. Outside stretch play picks it up 13. Then we get nowhere. The outside stretch play, nowhere. The cross gets nowhere. And when 42-yard field goal, we actually make. Can't make a 30-yarder with the game on the line to pick us up a win, but he can make that one. Unfortunately, that's very frustrating. Okay, so they are in a shotgun formation. We're going to try the buzz press. 3rd and 3. Still passes it for 10 yards. Let's try the corner blitz on 2nd and 5, and we actually hold them that time. Again, they are spreading us completely out. We've got good corners, though. Let's try the safety blitz. Doesn't get there. 15 yards on a little hitch, and then 17-yard touchdown pass. So now it's 1st and 10. We got to stop chewing the clock because otherwise we're never going to come back. Play action pass. It is a fumble by Christian Knight, and I'm going to guess they're going to score a touchdown, and they do. 21-3. Yep, this one we're going to go ahead and end this game because 52-3. That one turns up to be miserably 57 passing yards, 87 rushing yards, an absolute trouncing at the hands of Miami University, and the season struggles continue to go on. It's not getting any brighter, and now we've got Farmer and Reddick back. Let's see if we get Jerome Boyd, who would be a big addition. We do not. 2,700 points behind. We never put in any NIL money. We weren't going to be able to get that. Man, what a win that would have been to get somebody like that. Okay, let's check out the recruiting. We weren't going for him anyways. He was one out of reach, but let's see where we are on the other ones. Looking good on these. Still holding off on LeBlanc. Barely behind on Nielsen. He's done his visit. Let's give him 200,000. He's already been offered 350 by them. We could potentially sweep in and get that. Askew 90,000. So where is his visit? Week 13. Okay, we've got time. We've got 300 behind here. Just gained 1,100 points with that NIL deal. But they offered 200,000 more to the NIL. We can offer 200,000 more as well. Down 600 points here. Probably not going to get that guy. Well, we've got time, but they still have the. We can always throw in money. This one may commit soon. We're 800 points down, but he still has his visit coming up to them in week 13. Is going to be a big one for Boston College. Trying to find where we have a shot, but we've already had our visit on so many of these that I don't think we can close the gap. Yeah, they're all going for all of these other recruits as well, which means we're not going to be able to close that gap on a lot of these. And he isn't interested in NIL. So we may have a thin recruiting class. We're going to hope that's not the case. Let's check out our depth chart. Make sure our boys are back in. Give us a little bit of hope now. Jordan Farmer coming back. Move him up. And we've got Mr. Reddick moving back in as well, the redshirt sophomore. We're going to leave him and Chow there. Hammond, he's not been bad. He's 0-5, so we're going to do that. We're going to put Fleming up in the 6th. Maybe he gets a little bit of game time for a little bit. And we've got our bye week. Still looking for that third win. Getting above expectations would help us immensely when it comes to coaching improvement. So that is something we really want to try to get that third win, but I don't know where it's going to come from. Kent State, they have our number. It doesn't matter. Now they actually look like they're pretty good. Let's see. Carson Sims, do we get... No, that was one we were way behind. So not going to happen there. And now we get Kent State. So the rest of our schedule is we've got Kent State, whose ratings aren't that much better than ours. UConn's are, even though the record's bad. Sacramento State, that's going to have to be the one we get, because the other ones we're probably not going to get. 3, maybe 4 wins at most is what we're looking at, unless some kind of miracle happens and our team decides to play well. Let's do one quick check on who's about to recruit soon, or commit soon. Still this guy. He still hasn't done his visit. We're 600 points behind. It's going to take too much money to get him, though. Where else are we looking at? Minus 800 for here. We're going to switch out of... Oh, he hasn't done his visit there either. Oh, we could actually win him, but he's a D+. I don't know how great that is. But I don't think we're going to get this guy. The gap is too big. So we're going to go this way, see if we can close that gap. Maybe we got a shot at him. May commit soon. We're 900 points, but he's going to go to Oregon. He wouldn't come over here. We've got... So we're going to swap that for this guy. Maybe there's a little bit of hope. And other than that... Our kicker back here, whoa, man, they added a little bit of NIL money to him. We could still offer him the moon whenever he gets a little closer. So let's check again. Offensive focus. We're going to try to run the ball, and we are going to try to, they say pass first, but they're running the ball really well. So let's try to stop the run. Not really well, but they're running the ball better than we are. And we're going to go in there. We are 10-point underdogs, but the talent's pretty similar here. It's pretty similar. Again, we got crushed by them last season after a disappointing loss where it would have been our bowl appearance if we could have beat them in the first one. Let's see if we can bounce back and get our revenge. 1st and 10, we are not going to do that. We're going to start with the good old-fashioned run, and we're going to actually start using the clock to our... Why do I even do this? 3 and out right off the bat, and let me guess, here they come, marching down the field, 3-yard rush, 1-yard rush. They are at single back. We're not going to do bear. We're going to go to a cover 3, and they still pass it for 13 yards and running it for 10. The most infuriating team we're ever playing is Kent State. There we go, 10 yards on that one before a guy loses us a yard. Then we get nowhere, and there Leland Davies picks up 15. We do have the option run available. Let's do a read option. Weiss picks up 3. QB power up the middle. Farmer picks up 9. 8 for Shaw. Let's again keep not that one. We want an option. We're going to try the power read. Only picks up 1 on that one. Farmer kept it himself. On the curls, we pick up 11 to Christian Knight. Guy 11 yards. They're seeing the flats coming from a mile away now. Picks up only 1, Rodrigo Shaw. 3rd and 9, sack and fumble. We don't even get a field goal out of it. 3rd and 10, and there they go. What else would they do? 19-yard pass play. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 9. Let's try the cover 2 drop. Hey, we got to stop. Now we've got 88 yards to go, starting with 7 of them with Weiss, then 10 from Davies. There we're moving the ball. Play action, interception. 2nd and 6, and Walker has a 29 yards, so they're tied in. 30 yards, Ryder Hammond acting like we have hope. Our 4th wide receiver there, picking up 9 yards for Shaw. A little RPO gets us 10 yards to Hammond again. who's not our number one guy. Triple option picks up 7, throwing a little something different at him. 3 yards for Guy. The curls get us nowhere. QB power, Farmers only picks up 1. Then we get Sean Guy, 14-yard pass out of the backfield, getting us on the board, 14-7. Don't let them get this thing back. 2nd and 10, and the single back. We are going to do a cover 1. 3rd and 2. This is where it gets iffy. We're going to do the blitz. 4th and 1. We stopped them on the 1-yard run play. And now, again, we have 91 yards to go to move it down. Not an easy task, but we're going to start with a run, and Weiss picks up 12. That's the start before losing 1. Let's go back to an option run. It's been okay for us. The read option picks up 3. Farmer keeps it himself. They want to run the ball, but 4th and 8, don't get anywhere. 1st and 10 on them. There they go, picking up 10. Then they get nothing on that one for a change. We're not going to engage 8 on that. They're going to run right through us. 3rd and 2. Oh, 5-yard rush, even though we're trying to go all over the place on them. Let's try that buzz press on 2nd and 5, and there they go, running the ball right up the gut. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7. This is a huge play for us. Trying the corner blitz. Scrambled for 8 yards. We can't even chase him down. And despite what could have been a much better first half, we end up with 22 seconds left, giving the ball back to them. To begin the second half, down 21-7, and they immediately get a huge gain. This is our season in a nutshell again. 3rd and 11. Big one for us. 24 yards. I don't understand why our players just on 3rd down completely just bottle it. And there they get a return for 73 yards, and that means this game is all she wrote as well. Got more yards, but our defense, it's those long passing yards. I think from here on, it's going to be defending against the deep passes. Where I had my most success, we just need one more win to at least try to get some momentum with our coaching staff. And it's not like we're competing for national championships. So our young guys developing a little bit will give us hope. Hawkins is back from injury. There's a commitment. We've got a D-plus potential quarterback from Acton, Massachusetts. Beat out Akron, who wasn't interested in the guy. I'm sure that's a wonderful sign for us. Okay, do we have anything available? We do not even have anything available. We weren't going for him. Let's make sure who's about to commit. 600 points behind still on this guy. We're not in week 13 yet. What week are we? Week 10. I don't want to do that until he's about to do his trip. Anybody else about to commit? Here's Justice again. No, there's no one else there. This is one, Mr. Alston. They're slowly closing the gap there. Where's our defensive coach, Ace? Really like to keep Joe LeBlanc, though. Keeping that lead. Barber would be a huge one for us to get. 200 points down. Let's add another 200,000 at him. That B-plus potential is really exciting. All right, let's get Hawkins back into the lineup. Rodrigo Shaw, the freshman, he's played 4 games. So from here on, we are going to redshirt him. At least get another season under our belts for him, because we got the others. It's the seasons. We met our goals. From there on, not much is going to happen. Again, we're going to limit the downfield passing. We're going to focus on the running game and see if we can exploit their weakness as far as that goes. And let's see how we do against UConn. And then we'll see if we have a shot against Sacramento State here. So 18.5-point underdogs. Awesome. Haven't played them yet. Nearby rival. They're a much better team than us, but we'll see if we can pull off the upset. But as we know, we're not going to hold our breath. Quick slant picks up 4. Guy picks up a yard, and then we get stuffed. 4th and 5, have to punt, and let the onslaught commence when it comes to March. Yep, there they go. 9 yards, exactly what they needed. 2nd and 3 gets us an 11-yard rush on that one. Again, we just don't have the team. Our team is not good enough. 3rd and 8, they get the touchdown. We're moving along. Pick up 14 yards for Leland Davies there. Christian Knight, 9 yards on that pass. A draw play picks up 4 for Weiss. 8 yards for Weiss. Mixing it up. Knight picks up 8. Sweet play gets up Weiss 10 yards. Play action pass. Catches him off guard. 19-yard pass. We're on the 3-yard line. And Stephen Hawkins, welcome back, sir. 3-yard run for the touchdown. We got ourselves a tie game with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Let's not get ourselves overly excited, though. 1st and 10. They incomplete. 2nd and 10. They get a 5-yard run on that one. Now this is it. 3rd and 5. And we actually get a 3rd down stop. How about that? 1st and 10. We move up the ball. Power action. Sean Guy gets 6 yards on that one. And the power O gets us nowhere. Lost a yard for Hawkins. Now here they come. 10 yards on that pass. 13-yard run. 6 yards there. Let's try cover 2 man, just straight up man. Doesn't work. 8-yard run on us. 11 yards. This is where we don't win the battles in the trenches. They're just running the ball all over us at this point. 10-yard rush, 10-yard rush, 7-yard rush, all over and over and over and over. 1st and goal. Hey, we actually stopped them on one. Let's go back to the 4-6. Defensive line's not our strong point, but we got to try something here. Let's try the slant weak. 3rd and goal on the 1. They picked up 5 there. Looks like they ran right at us, too. They're spread out. But we're going to blitz them. Try to catch them off guard with the safety blitz. And they ran up the middle for a yard. 14-7. Play action pass to start gets us nowhere. Let's try running the ball outside. Picks up 9 for Sean Guy. Then he picks up another 10. Play action bootleg. 7-yard pass to Reddick. Outside zone, loses a yard, and this is where it gets tough. Slants over the middle, picks up 8 yards to Christian Knight before losing 3 for Weiss. Stretch around the outside, loses us 1 more. Then we have to punt at their 46, 4th and 14. If it were 4th and 4, I'd go for it. They are just dismantling us. 2nd and 3. It's a big one. 3rd and 3. And, of course, 8 yards. 15 yards. Incomplete pass. 6-yard rush. I-form, pro formation. Let's do the mid-blitz. 2-yard loss, and we get the ball back with 1:36 left and 89 yards to go. Let's see if we can move the ball down the field, though. There we go. We got our first down with Weiss picking it up. Little swing pass, 2nd and 4. Play action pass picks up 17 yards. We got a timeout left, 21 seconds left. Let's go for the deep shot over here. Only 2 yards for Jesus West. Had to dump it off into the middle. Or 8 yards for him. 2nd and 2. Let's try a stretch play. Can we catch him off guard? Nope. Hail Mary doesn't get us there either. At halftime, only down 14-7. That in itself is kind of a victory. But there's 18-yard run on us. We need the 39-yard run. Sean Guy, 15 yards. 6-yard rush on that one. 3-yard pass to Hammond. Farmer runs it up the middle for 2. Sweet play gets a 16. 16 yards again, Christian Knight. Weiss picks up 5. He's having himself a couple good games. Roman Reddick, 7-yard pass play. We're on the 7-yard line. Try to run it outside. And Stephen Hawkins, 7 yards again. Touchdown. We are down 21-14. Much more competitive game than I expected. Starting to believe a little bit, but we're going to get that smacked down on us probably pretty soon. Okay, they want to do a gap press. We're not going to have any protection behind us. So let's try this. 3rd and 9. Hey, we get an incomplete pass. We get the ball back. 18-yard line. That's a good start. And Sean Guy picks up 13. Hawkins gets another 2. Play action pass. Picks up Gomez for 10 yards. Let's try one of those option runs again. Power read. Nothing. And now let's try another outside play. Nothing. Slot corners get us nothing. That was the drive that gave us that was the drive we needed. 2nd and 8. They're there. 3rd and 8. Let's go back to this cover 2 sink. And incomplete pass again. We get the ball back on the 50. 1st and 10, and we lose a yard. Play action pass picks up 24 yards. Ryder Hammond, that 4th wide receiver again. He is in his spot, isn't he? Inside zone gets us 2 for Hawkins. We're going to try the stretch play again. 5-yard rush. Triple option. That's an interesting one. Let's try the read option instead. 3rd and 3. We only get a yard. Oh, 36-yard field goal. 4th and 2. We're going to go for this. We have to. Lost a yard. Here they come down the field anyways. That's why we went for it, because our defense at some point was going to fall apart. And that time is now. And then our offense falls apart with it. That was it. That was the game. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9. And, moving down, Dexter Chow picks up 37-yard pass play on the play action pass. But we're down 10. Failed the onside kick. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 10, 4th and 1. They run for it. That was much better performance than I expected. But again, and we limited the passing game. They just ran the ball 7.2 yards per attempt. We don't have the line. We got to get a better defensive line. Farmer is a much better quarterback, but he's a senior. He's going to be gone, and then we're going to be left with Burden next season, who's going to be a bit of a burden on the team at the way he's been playing. Okay, so I think we know what the end of the season might look like. So I'm going to go through these last 2 games. Well, no, we'll see. I think I'm going to go through the next one before we stop, because that's Sacramento State. That might be our 3rd win. And we did lose out on Isaac Townsend. We knew we would. And Griffin Bowers is a major injury. He's our 4th cornerback, so it's not the worst. But still hurts the senior. He's going to be pretty much done for the season. But that gives Moser here some more playing time. Same with Sergio Wagner. Are we getting enough snaps for him? We are. So Hatcher will be back. This is going to be a solid cornerback group here. These 3 right here. Within Kenneth LeBlanc right behind. So we got some solid guys. All right, so we're going to do one more game in this episode. This is the one that they're 0-10. We've got to win this game. So let's see where we are in the recruiting. And then we're going to see if we can pick up that 3rd win. We're ahead here to 3, still holding on 4. We're looking okay on. Okay, so Aaron Nielsen has gone. Ronald Askew has not. We are 400 points behind. Let's give him 500,000. See if that's more to get us up to 700. We really need linemen. Here's another one that I don't see us winning once he goes. Narrowing schools. Askew is still in the mix. This is where Rhode Island's probably going to pass us for Matthews eventually. Or no, pass Boston College. But we could throw in, again, we're only 600 points down. Let's give him 150,000. Let's get the kicker. Defensive line, but he doesn't have any potential. So he's not our best bet to do. We're going to untarget him and put some back on Justice Gray. B potential. This is one we would really love to see. He's just not going to come to us. Not going to be interested in NIL, so we're not going to win that one. Here's one. It would be great. We've closed that gap a little bit. And again, we could just go for him. Alonzo Banks. We're not going to be able to close 2,300 point gap. And when we extend our recruiting, if we get there, that's where we can take advantage of guys who are overlooked by other schools and not being recruited by them. But we got to expend the recruiting first. Okay, so running the ball, limit the short passing. They don't run the ball well at all. They are pass heavy. Let's just limit the downfield passing and see if we can break through. Their rush defense has been horrible. Oh boy, they have more talent than us, it says, but we've performed better than them somehow. Matchup history, we did beat them previously 2 seasons ago. 24-10. This is it. We got to win this. Get to a third win, beat our expectations, and then set ourselves up for a good offseason. 2nd and 2, nothing. 3rd and 2, there we go. Sean Guy gets through. 7 yards. Then we'll try a read option. Gets us nothing, -3, and then we have to punt. Already, oh my goodness, 37-yard pass play. What are we even doing here? 26 yards. Weiss picks up 16 on that one. 16 to Knight on the play action. Weiss with a yard. Their whole defense is worse than ours performing wise, but yet they sack Farmer there. Hey, there we go. Fumble. Roy Edmondson causes it, and then Malachi Marsh, one of our top recruits in our first season, he picks it up. We are on the 8-yard line. Now we're on the 4. Let's keep it on the ground. 3rd and goal. There we go. Hawkins finally gets it in for the 4-yard touchdown run. Hey, there we go. Sacked by Malachi Marsh. He's having himself a game. Oh, boy. 3rd and 16. Hey, we actually stopped them. They dropped the pass, and we have the ball at the 49-yard line. Power run up the middle for Farmer, gets up 8. Then Weiss picks up 20. Hawkins 6. Play action bootleg, nowhere to be found on that one. Let's try another option. Read option up the middle. 3rd and 4 doesn't get us anywhere. Take the field goal. 10-7. We'll take any lead we can get. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10. 12-yard pass to their tight end. Let's see here. Let's try cover 2 drop on 2nd and 8. 3rd and 3. They are spread out. We got to be careful. Buzz press. Incomplete pass. We get the ball back. All right, 1st and 10. Start with this little slants, and it is a fumble recovered for a touchdown. Farmer was sacked by Bo Bass. And then we're 3 and out. And now what are they doing? Here they go marching down the field. 2nd and 15, and then they get a 20-yard. 3rd and 6. This is huge. Touchdown. What the heck happened? We had so much potential in this game, and now we're just throwing it away. 3rd and 10. Sure. 4th and 10. We got the ball. 1st and 10. Now we're at their 45-yard line. It's not like we have very far to go, guys. Come on. 2nd and 2. Let's keep it on the ground. Fullback dive. We haven't done one of those in a while. Hawkins picks up 4. Weiss picks up 2. A read option play picks up 6. And then a 4th and 2. We're going for it. And of course we lose 2 yards on it. And they get a 52-yard run up the middle on us. Fumble recovery, though. Oliver Moy causes it and picks it back up. 1st and 10. Let's go for a deep shot on this one. Doesn't get it. Power read, though. Guy picks up 15 yards. We have a timeout left, and we're on the 43. 1st and 10 on the 40. Flanker curl doesn't get us anywhere. Let's try the deep shot again. Doesn't get us anywhere. Let's just do a draw. 7 yards. And so disappointing because we're down 21-10. It could have been 21-13, but I got a little too aggressive. Impatient, maybe. Weiss picks up 3, and then we get sacked again. Man, for a team that's not got a good defense, they are busting through. But there we get a fumble again. Roy Edmondson causes it and recovers it for 8 yards. And then we get promptly pushed back. Now we're at 3rd and 9. There we go. Leland Davies with a 22-yard touchdown pass. Let's go for 2. Failed conversion, 21-16. There they go, 39-yard pass. We're trying to limit the big passes, guys, and it's not working. Shotgun spread, we're going for a blitz. And it worked. Sacked by Roy Edmondson, causing fumbles. And They got their field goal. We're down 8. Should have been down 7. Poor coaching, maybe. 13-yard pass, 6-yard run for Weiss. 3rd and 4. Farmer finds Christian Knight. 13 yards. Guy runs around for 15 more. We're on the 22. Stretch play loses us 2, and then we are 2 yards, 39-yard field goal. We get the field goal, thankfully, but we need to stop them. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10, and we get the ball back, only to muff the punt. It's a whatever, Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. We can't even beat this team that's given us so many turnovers. And we're doing absolutely nothing. Third, we can't pass the ball. Can't stop them consistently. 1st and 10, 16 yards for Guy. Run up the middle. 2nd and 7. Triple option around the end gets us 2. Tight end under picks us up 8. Play action gets us 12. Now we're moving the ball 28 yards on the 5-yard line, and Hawkins gets it in for 5. And we missed the extra point. Why? 3rd and 10. 4th and 10, we got the ball back. All right. 15 yards for Weiss. Smash play picks us up -1. Then we lose 3. And we pick up 9. Oh, it's calling for it. I like the guts. 4th and 5, and we fail to do anything with it. 3rd and 1, we stop them, and they go for it, and they get it. 4th and 1, we get the ball back. All right, here we go. No timeouts, 58 seconds left. 1st and 10, we move it 8 yards. Slants over the middle. 2nd and we have 12 yards. Play action gets us nowhere. Try the deep shot again. Picks up 8. 34 seconds left. We are running out of time. Let's try the double hitch. 3rd and 2 gets us nowhere. They're ready for everything. Let's try to stretch play around the end. Oh, we can't even get that. And we lose to an 0-10 team. And it goes from worse to worse. So this is not looking good for us. What a rough game. But we've met our goals again. So the hope is that the young guys coming up, again, we've got 13 starters who are seniors. We've got another injury. We got 13 starters who are seniors, only 6 who are juniors. We got 10 starters who are freshmen and sophomores. We're going to hope that they develop, and we're going to hope these 30 freshmen start to develop as well, and these sophomores, and maybe in 2 years, that may be the year that we really can break through. Next year could be a good one for us as well, because we got guys like, well, he's a senior, Sean Guy is, but we've got some guys coming up. Weiss is going to be back. Hawkins is going to be back. Davies, Knight, Reddick. I mean, we've got guys who are going to be back and give us hope. The defensive line is mainly returning, so that's good news. They'll be better, and our linebackers will be better, but we just got to get there. So we will come back next time to wrap up this season and start the new one to see if there's hope in Massachusetts then. So thank you all for joining me on this one. Until next time, take care, and as always, have yourselves an amazing day and go out there and help somebody else have one as well.